Under traditional contract rules, parties are bound to agreements they sign whether or not they've read them. This principle is sometimes understood as imposing a duty to read. But when those agreements strike courts as blatantly unfair, as in Weaver versus American Oil, the traditional rules aren't always applied. Howard Weaver left high school in the middle of his sophomore year to work as a laborer. In August of 1956, he leased a gas station and related equipment from the American Oil Company. American was owned by Standard Oil Company of Indiana and was one of the largest petroleum refiners and distributors in the world. American marketed its products through stations, like the one it leased to Weaver. When American and Weaver executed the lease, an American representative handed Weaver a printed lease form written by American's attorneys and instructed Weaver to sign it. Weaver never read the lease, and the American representative never encouraged him to. Nor did Weaver ever consult a lawyer. Until Weaver opened the gas station, he'd never managed or run his own business, and he didn't have any experience with commercial leases. The lease contained a hold-harmless clause, relieving American from all liability resulting from its own negligence, and simultaneously requiring Weaver to indemnify American for any damage or loss resulting from American's negligence. This clause was in fine print, without a title or heading, and the American agent never showed it to Weaver. American and Weaver renewed their lease under the same circumstances and with the same provisions every year. Working long hours, 7 days a week, Weaver earned between $5,000 and $6,000 a year from operating the filling station. In April of 1962, Homer Hoffer, an American employee, went to repair the pumps at Weaver's gas station. While working on the repair, Hoffer sprayed Weaver and Weaver's employee with gasoline, causing them to be burned. After Weaver and his employee sued American and Hoffer for damages, American filed a separate action for a declaratory judgment to determine Weaver's liability under the lease. The trial court entered judgment holding Weaver liable under the hold-harmless clause. The appellate court affirmed. Weaver appealed to the Indiana Supreme Court.